Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, lads and lasses, to the Dynamite Dave match of the evening from Monday's live stream. What we're going to do from now onwards every week is we're going to do a little bit of a running commentary on the best match of the Knacker evening. So let's get on with it. Right, so here we are. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of the match. I'm playing somebody called Jimboo, camera only. So it's Jimboo, camera only versus Dynamite Dave. Quite a good match this. And he's quite a good player actually. So there we go, we kick off with a 36. So that's 3-6 from Jimboo. 60. Dynamite Dave scores a 60. And as we know, Dynamite Dave is a darts coach. He hails out of Manchester, England. He has quite a big following on YouTube, Twitter and Facebook. So he has quite a big following. He strikes in with 100 there. 95 from Jimboo previous to it. Jimboo's at the hockey. Throws in a nice steady 60. 100 from Dynamite Dave there. Good steady darts. That's 2 tons in a row. Jimboo cracks in a cracking 125. 125. Oh, and it's another ton by Dynamite Dave. It's another ton. This is rock steady, good quality darts. Jimboo replies with a ton. So there we go. To building up to be a really good first leg this is. There we go, and Dave hits a 126. It's fantastic scoring in this first leg. So Dave's down to 15 and Jimboo's down to 85. Oh yes, and Jimboo checks that out. Jimboo checks out. Fantastic darts. Well played, Jimboo. An 18 dart leg there. Certainly can't complain at that. Second leg. And it's Dynamite Dave to kick off. And it's 45. Jimboo comes in with a poor 15. Dynamite Dave, I think he's back in the groove, and he is with a ton. 100. Jimboo comes down and it's what looks like a good score, and it is. It's 115. This is turning out to be a cracking match, and it's still only in the second leg. And there we go again, Dynamite Dave. It's another Tunski. Affectionately named after Neil Magalski. It was a saying that Dynamite Dave has had for many years, but Neil Magalski's pinched it, but Dave doesn't mind at all, and here we go, not again. It's another ton. And a ton back by Jim. This is a fantastic match. It really is. There's some really good legs of darts. So we've got 80 reply from Dynamite Dave. Jimboo steps up to the hockey. Some really cool playing here by this lad on Knacker, Jimboo. It's a 41. Dynamite Dave's going for 76. We could see that there. Dynamite Dave was going for a traditional double 18, double top there. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. But he's cocked it, and he's in 2 minds now. This is what we say about know where you're going and go where you know. So that was a total fluff, that was. This is what happens, you see, if you don't know where you're going. Quite obviously there, Dave came up to the hockey, was absolutely sure what he was going to hit, and didn't hit what he thought he was going to hit, and he's ended up 35 and it's left him 41, so he's even left himself a 2-darter instead of a 1-darter. Jimboo comes in with a 60. I wouldn't say he's put much pressure on Dave at the moment, but Dave's gone an odd way there. Oh, he's bust. Dynamite Dave's bust on purpose there. So Jimboo. What's the reply from Jimboo there? It was a 60, good steady 60, so I think the stream has gone slightly out here. No doubt about that whatsoever. And eventually nails it with a double 2. "27 darts, that was a really poor leg, but it was the finishing, it certainly wasn't the scoring that created that poor finish. Shame there, 27 darts, way too long. And that's where we are into leg 3, and Jimboo opens up with a 35, and Dynamite Dave is back in the groove. It's a ton. Tunskis galore from Dynamite Dave here, absolutely fantastic scoring, about as solid as a rock as you can get. Scoring's been unbelievable in this. Tunski by finger by Jimboo. Really good solid ton. There we go, Dynamite Dave's back in with an 85. Got to say, the Dynamite Dave scoring has been absolutely awesome. Finishing, not so much. Well, that's what they always say, or what I always say, it's a game of 2 halves. You've got your power scoring and your finishing. Sometimes you can do a James Wade, where you can be scoring pretty average, but we're absolutely devastating on your finishes. And then other days, you think your finishes go to pot and you're scoring like Phil Taylor. That was a 48 there from Jimboo, followed by 45 from Dynamite Dave. And don't forget, the Dynamite Dave raffle takes part on the 25th, or should I say takes place when I finish breaking these teeth in for me gran. Dynamite Dave raffle on 25th, 12 o'clock on the Bomb Squad. All the details are on the Bomb Squad if you want to take part. It's £2, £4, £6 or £8 for 1, 2, 3 or 4. Or if you want to get that magic £10 in, that means that you'll get a ticket for every pound that you put in. Right, so back to the action. So we pick up here with Dynamite Dave in a 1-3-3. Fantastic darts there to leave himself 76. We're right towards the end of this leg, and hopefully Dave won't make as much of a mess of it as he did the last one. .95 in there by Jimboo. A little bit of pressure on. What do we get there? We scored 56, so Dynamite Dave pulled the last dart just under the double 20. So that was a good effort, a lot better effort than the last leg. And it was just under the wire. Jimboo scores an 80 to leave himself 115. Sorry, Jimboo, scores 115 to leave him 80. But Dynamite Dave checks out in 1. And that was a lot more reasonable leg there. So Dynamite Dave goes to kick off in leg number 4. And it's a steady 60 to start. Jimboo starts off with an 85. Looking at it. Yep. So Dynamite Dave replies with an 81. So again, still good scoring from both players. Really good scoring from both players. Jimboo gave Dave a real good game here. Like I say, it's just devastating that we couldn't fetch the Callum Reston match. Callum Reston Dynamite Dave match. That was an absolute corker. As Jimboo comes in with a thingy, a Tunski. Dynamite Dave, it's a 55. So we've got 316 playing 305. Jimboo scores a 95, real good solid scoring darts here. And Dave's making a bit of an ash of it. 25. So we can see, quite possibly here, the mid-match lull, what they call a mid-match lull. But no, Dynamite Dave's back in again. Yeah, he's picked his thingy, his socks up a bit. 140. Brilliant darts. Fetches himself right back into it with that 140. Right back into it. Jimboo scores 70. Dynamite Dave, another lackadaisical score there, 80. No, it was a lot better than it looked like it was on the board there. So 80 scored, that's really good. Leaves Dynamite Dave 2 double 15s. If he goes the traditional way, whether he will or whether, because he's in an actual match situation, he'll go for the easy one, which is 20 for tops. We'll soon see. Oh, you can see him thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Is he gonna? Yes, he is. Oh! Just a little bit of a pull on that there. What a fantastic attempt though. So he turns his nose up at the dead easy, big 20 for double top for 2 double 15s. It shows that he's actually got the courage of his convictions, and he does actually do what he says he will do, even under pressure. As we've explained on many a time, it makes a lot more sense to do that than it does to finger two, because obviously if you miss it, it's staying exactly where you are all the time. So if you miss it and you hit a single 15, it's another single 15 for the double 15, so you're staying exactly where you are. Right, so here we go. Jimboo's down to 20 and Dave's down to 12, and Jimboo's checked it out. He's checked it out. It's another. It's a 23 dart leg, but not complaining about it. Really enjoying the match. Really enjoying this. It's really good. Jimboo's playing well. Dynamite Dave's playing well. So we certainly can't turn his nose and can't complain at that. So now it looks like we're into the deciding leg, the 5th and final leg, and it's Jimboo to throw first. It's a poor 26 to start off, and Dynamite Dave cracks in a 95. So Dynamite Dave, even though he's not got the throw, has took a little bit of command in this leg. He's putting a little bit of pressure on right from the start. 81 from Jimboo. And then it's a steady 60 from Dynamite Dave. Jimboo scores 15. It's a poor visit. It's a poor visit, and he's allowed Dynamite Dave to pile some pressure on him, which he doesn't manage to do, and just hits the 41. I think this leg is a little bit nervy. The scoring's not as good as it was. Looks like the thing of the nerves and the pressure is starting to tell a little bit. 45 there from Jimboo. Dynamite Dave, it's a 45, so it's back-to-back 45s. 45. Jimboo comes down for the 19s and scores a 95. Cracker putting a bit of pressure back onto Dave there. 100. So that takes Dynamite Dave to a 160 finish. Oh, this will be one if he can hit it. This will prove his salt, without a doubt. Jimboo comes in with a 31. So Dynamite Dave's got no pressure on him. Here we go. Oh, it can do it! He can do it! Yes! It's a 160 outshot! Yes! Boom! Fantastic outshot there. Dynamite Dave proves his worth there. And it's 2 treble 20s, double top to take the match. What an absolute fantastic finish there. Absolutely awesome. And it's an 18 dart leg. Brilliant darts from both players. What an absolute fantastic match. Enjoyable. Hope you enjoyed that, lads and lasses. I really enjoyed commentating on it. And don't forget, we'll see you in the next video.